When Victor discovered his wife's secret affair with a rich sugar daddy, he didn't argue nor shout. He drove quietly to the Third Mainland Bridge to end it all. But what he found under the water changed his life and unleashed a bigger wahala than the betrayal itself. Welcome back to Wahala Stories, where every tale ends in chaos. Today's drama is soaked in betrayal, dipped in gold, and served with a big plate of irony. Sit tight, grab popcorn, and let's get into today's tea. Victor and Kemi had what most people called a picture-perfect marriage, or so it seemed. They were that couple everyone envied. From the outside, their marriage looked perfect. They lived in Lekki, hosted couple game nights, posted matching outfits on Instagram, #blessed and booed up. Victor, a 38-year-old civil engineer, worked hard to provide for his household. He was struggling. He'd lost his job during a mass layoff and was doing ride-hailing gigs at night just to make ends meet. Kemi, his 32-year-old wife, was soft-spoken, beautiful, and always on point. Designer bags, wigs that touched the heavens, luxury skincare, she had it all. Her lifestyle didn't slow down one bit, and Victor assumed she was just being resourceful. What he didn't know, there was another man behind the scenes. Chief Tony, an older, flamboyant businessman known in Lagos for spoiling his women, was Kemi's sugar daddy and had been funding her lifestyle for nearly 2 years. Flights to Dubai, monthly allowances, even her Range Rover. Chief handled it all. Victor's first suspicion came when he overheard Kemi talking on the phone in the bathroom. The door wasn't properly locked. She was giggling and calling someone my king. When he confronted her, she flipped the script, accused him of being paranoid, insecure, and controlling. But Victor wasn't a fool. He was at alert, like an eagle, and one day he found the receipts, literally. A forgotten iPad in the kitchen, messages, transfer alerts, explicit chats, all between Kemi and a man saved as Uncle Musa Cement. The so-called uncle was her billionaire sugar daddy, funding Kemi's entire lifestyle in exchange for, sugar. He was shattered. This is not just betrayal, but deep deception. Victor didn't say a word. No confrontation, no tears. He just shut down. The next morning, with a note left on the dining table which says, "I can't do this anymore. I'm going to find peace," and his phone switched off, he drove straight to the Third Mainland Bridge. He stood there, looking down at the lagoon. His mind raced. His heart broke again and again as he remembered their wedding vows, the lies, the humiliation. Just as he climbed the railing, ready to leap, his foot slipped and he fell. But instead of drowning, Victor's body landed awkwardly. Victor hit a soft patch of muddy bank hidden beneath. Dazed, shivering, and half conscious, he noticed something glittering in the water around him. At first, he thought he was hallucinating, but as he moved closer, he realized it was gold. Small scattered bars, half buried in mud, wrapped in old nylon, tucked inside a broken metal crate, possibly dumped from a forgotten smuggling ring. Victor had no clue who put it there or why, but in that moment, nothing mattered. His pain, forgotten. Kemi, irrelevant. This was divine compensation. His survival instinct kicked in. He dragged himself ashore, marked the location in his mind, and left silently. Instead of reporting the treasure, Victor returned home, quiet, calculated. Over the next few weeks, Victor returned in secret, bit by bit, collecting the gold. He sold discreetly through shady black market contacts, rented a shortlet in Ikoyi under a fake name. Kemi, noticing Victor had changed, now wearing new clothes, driving a newer car, thought he must have gotten another big job in a very big company, of course. She tried to rekindle the fire, pretending everything was fine. But Victor, he was no longer the same man. Kemi was stunned when her sugar daddy cut her off for a younger girl, and she had nowhere else to turn because Victor vanished from her life, but not before he posted a cryptic message on Instagram. I almost died trying to love someone who was only loyal to luxury, but God had other plans and gold. He moved out quietly and filed for divorce. He lives in a quiet town, rich and completely at peace. Victor thought he had finally escaped the madness. With the gold hidden securely in a rented space, a quiet new life, and no one to answer to, he was finally free. But Wahala has long legs. One night, just weeks after his divorce was finalized and few days to his final relocation outside Nigeria, Victor got a knock on the door. He opened it slowly and froze. Kemi was standing there, thin, broke, mascara running down her face, but she wasn't alone. Behind her stood a team of EFCC officers. Turns out the gold Victor had been quietly collecting wasn't just forgotten. It was evidence from a $400 million smuggling ring that had been under federal investigation for years. The divers who hid it under the bridge, long gone. But someone saw Victor. Someone snitched. And guess who tipped them off? Kemi. She had secretly followed Victor to the bridge one night before he moved out. She didn't say a word back then, but after he left her and won the divorce, and when her sugar daddy dumped her, she had nothing left except revenge. As Victor was being handcuffed and dragged away, Kemi looked him in the eye and whispered, "Next time, drown." And just like that, the man who escaped suicide, found treasure, and thought he was free, found himself in Kirikiri maximum prison, awaiting trial for possession of stolen federal assets. Gold, gone. Freedom, gone. Wahala, activated. You see this life? It's the betrayal for me. Victor was faithful, loyal, and almost dead until gold saved him. But Wahala no dey sleep oh. In Wahala Stories, no blessing comes clean and no lie goes unpunished. If you love this messy tale, drop a "na wow" or your golden betrayal moment in the comments. Like this video and subscribe for more drama that will leave your jaw on the floor. And remember, for every sweet beginning, there is always wahala waiting at the end. And trust me, you don't want to miss the next one.